The greatest NBA seasons that didn't win. MVP, one of the most jaw-dropping seasons in NBA history, didn't win MVP. Sounds unreal, right? Yet in just the last 2 years, two giants delivered performances that shook the entire league and still walked away empty-handed. What if I told you that in the 2023-24 season, one player practically carried his team, scored 30-plus in over 50 games, secured the top seed in the West, but still lost MVP? And then in 2024-2025, another player averaged a near triple-double, broke historic records, and dominated every advanced metric, and still didn't win it. That's the story unfolding in two back-to-back seasons that defined modern NBA heartbreak. Oklahoma City, 2023-24, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's just say he became mythic. 30 to 31 points per game, elite across steals, assists, rebounds. He cracked 51 games with 30-plus points, setting a franchise record. The Thunder surged to 57-25, grabbing the #1 spot. One seed in the brutal Western Conference, led entirely by SGA's willpower. He finished second in MVP voting, but the award went to Nikola Jokic, who had his own dominant season. Why? Because narratively, his legacy held more weight. Voter fatigue stalled SGA's rise. Behind the scenes, fans and analysts debated. SGA walks away with the lead in 8 of 15 categories. Jokic takes 6. Shai carried a young roster to heights no one expected. Chet Holmgren publicly endorsed Shai after a playoff breakout. He should win MVP. Instead, Jokic's resume, another MVP-level season with triple-doubles, elite win shares, absurd efficiency, tipped the scales. So SGA's season becomes chasing ghost MVP status. Unmatched scoring, team leadership, electric clutch plays. Still lost. Denver, 2024-25. Now shift the spotlight to Nikola Jokic. The Joker had one of the most culturally dominant regular seasons in NBA memory. Averaged 29.6 points, 12.7 rebounds, 10.2 assists, third in PPG, third in REB, second in AST league-wide. He dropped the first 30-20 game in NBA history. With him on the court, Denver's projected win swing, a jaw-dropping plus 50. Clutch Points called it potentially the best big man season ever. Yahoo called it the greatest statistical regular season in NBA history. Yet the MVP went to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Why? Because OKC produced league-best 68-14 record, beating Denver in the playoffs, and SGA's scoring title plus overall dominance painted a narrative voters couldn't ignore. The overwhelming majority of advanced metrics showed Jokic ahead, but modern MVP voters seemed more swayed by wins plus storyline momentum. A Reddit breakdown drives it home. Jokic topped 7 of 15 performance categories and ranked top 2 in 4 more. Arguably his best season yet. Yet because the Thunder had more wins and voter fatigue weighed in, he lost. And yes, voters even labeled SGA a free throw merchant. But deeper stats proved his foul rate wasn't inflated. It was efficient dominance in an era of fewer whistles. 2023-24. SGA is MVP level, carries a team of teens and 20-somethings to West Summit, yet falls short to Jokic legacy. 2024-25. Jokic peaks harder than ever by every metric, but just one win shy or one playoff loss too many, and MVP slips through. Let me walk you through both seasons side by side. First, the scoring stats. Shai led the league in scoring in 2023-24, scoring 30.1 plus PPG on 53.5% FG, rare for a guard. Jokic posted 29.6 points per game at 57.6% field goal percentage, added 12.7 rebounds and 10.2 assists in 2024-2025. Next, team success. Thunder's 57-25 top seed dream in 2023-24 came without any other All-Stars. He elevated them single-handedly. Then OKC improved further to 68-14 in 2024-25, still powered by Shai, while Denver regressed to around 50 wins and lost in the semis to the Thunder. Advanced metrics? Clear edge to Jokic, especially for efficiency and win shares. But SGA's steals, Mid-range shooting, 98th percentile, and free throw efficiency built a two-way narrative few could ignore. Think about it. 2 consecutive seasons where the clear best performer in real time didn't get MVP. One clicked just before the award voting, the other just edged out. For Denver fans, 2024-25 stung. Their star delivered the best season imaginable, yet was edged out. For Thunder fans, 2023-24 felt like a missed generational moment. The weight of voter narrative bias echoes. SGA was fresh, exciting, burning variants that voters loved. Meanwhile, Jokic's excellence started to feel expected, too consistent, almost invisible. Even broadcasters like Skip Bayless called SGA's MVP when a contentious choice, admitting Jokic was the better player, yet claimed the narrative made the difference. Reddit and analytics circles echoed, Jokic was maybe the most undervalued MVP runner-up ever. So when someone asks, which recent season delivered an MVP-level performance but didn't win it? You could point to SGA in 2023-2024, legendary, ferocious, unforgettable. Or Jokic in 2024-2025, historic, record-breaking, arguably his best ever, but missing the ultimate hardware. But this MVP heartbreak isn't new. Go back to 1988-89, when Michael Jordan averaged 32.5 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2.9 steals per game. He shot over 53% from the field, played all 82 games, and practically carried the Bulls on his back. He even led the league in PER and win shares. But who won MVP? Magic Johnson. Why? Because the Lakers had a better team record. Jordan was statistically superior in every way, and still lost. That year wasn't just great, it was historically dominant, and it still wasn't enough. Fast forward to 2005-06, and you'll find another MVP-level season that didn't get crowned. Kobe Bryant put up 35.4 points per game, the most by any player since MJ in 1987. He dropped 81 points in a single game. He had 27 games scoring 40 or more. But his team? Mediocre. The Lakers went 45-37 and barely made the playoffs. So the MVP went to Steve Nash, whose Suns had a better record and a flashier style. It's one of the most debated MVP decisions in history. Kobe had the stats, he had the moments, but he didn't have the voters. Now shift to 2016-17, Harden versus Westbrook. The Beard averaged 29.1 points, 11.2 assists, and 8.1 rebounds, leading the league in assists while carrying the Rockets to 55 wins. Westbrook, meanwhile, made history, becoming the first player since Oscar Robertson to average a triple-double. The MVP went to Russ, but even that left fans split. Harden's season was cleaner, more efficient, and more team successful. But voters couldn't resist the history Westbrook was writing. Sometimes it's not just about how dominant you were, it's about the narrative. Take LeBron James in 2017-18. He played all 82 games at age 33, averaged 27.5 points, 9.1 assists, and 8.6 rebounds, basically dragging a broken Cavs roster to the finals. But he lost MVP to James Harden, whose Rockets had the best record and a smoother story. LeBron's greatness was so constant, voters became numb to it. Or think about Joel Embiid in 2020-21, who averaged 28.5 and 10.6 while anchoring the Sixers to a #1 seed. But Nikola Jokic stole the spotlight with his never-before-seen efficiency and passing from the center position. Even though Embiid's defense was elite, it didn't sway enough voters. In 2022-2023, Nikola Jokic nearly secures his third straight MVP, averaging 24.5 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 9.8 assists while leading Denver to the top seed. His advanced stats are unmatched, but voter fatigue and Embiid's scoring surge flipped the race. Jokic loses despite another historically elite season. And just like last season, 2024-25, he's dominant again. Jokic posts arguably the most efficient near triple-double season ever, with over 29 points, 12 boards, and 10 assists per game, while shooting 57% from the field and nearly 50% from deep. In any normal year, that's a landslide MVP, but SGA and the Thunder went 68-14. Jokic lost the award by less than 70 total votes. His season may go down as the most complete offensive campaign to never win MVP. So what about the 2025-26 season that's happening right now? Here's where things get wild. As of late July, Giannis Antetokounmpo is leading the MVP ladder with 31 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists per game, shooting 62% from the floor and anchoring the Bucks to a top 3 seed. But don't sleep on Jason Tatum, who's quietly putting up 29.8 points and playing elite two-way basketball. And then there's Luka Doncic, nearly averaging a triple-double again, while carrying the Mavericks despite injuries around him. The twist? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, last season's MVP, is still averaging 30-plus PPG with elite defense, but OKC's record has dropped slightly. That might open the door. If the Bucks close strong and Giannis keeps torching defenses, the MVP could swing back his way. But if Luka catches fire in March, or if Tatum lifts Boston to the #1 seed, everything could flip. This race isn't over. Not even close. Right now, we're in the middle of another brewing storm. Giannis is surging. Luka is lurking. Tatum is gaining ground. In SGA, he's still putting up numbers, but OKC's record might not hold. One slip, one run, and the whole race could flip overnight. So which player had the greatest season that never won MVP? And do you think someone this year is headed down the same path? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you loved reliving these wild NBA seasons, hit that like button, share it with a hoops junkie, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. We've got more fire coming.